people, and welcome in to Multiplayer Monday. My name is Captain. You not see one of these before. That's probably because I'm not scrolling yet. Ring notification bell so if you don't miss out when I go live every single week. Go do that today. I am once again joined by the fantabulous Lewis. Say hello, Lewis.
Hello, beautiful people.
And we are once again back into Mario Kart as voted for by our members. Thank you very much for being a member if you are. And if you're not, do consider becoming one for as little as £3, $3, €3 a month. It really makes a world of difference. As does you hitting the like button. There you go. I've done all the plugging. I've done all that out of the way now. We're done. I finished it. I did it. All right, we're done. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
You're
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I've just finished a few days working my other job.
Nice.
I actually had quite a good day today doing that. Yeah. You know, made a lot of people happy, which is always nice.
That's the goal. That's the goal of it all. That's what we need to hear.
Yeah. So, yeah, looking forward to getting into the fidget vibe this evening.
Nice. And let's say welcome in Jono, welcome in Amber, welcome in Super White Raccoon Flame. There's a name. And welcome in Gia. Lovely to see each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us on this, the finest of days.
Oh, absolutely.
Shall we jump in with our typical 4 races warm-up?
Why not?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. It's been a week, mate. It's been a week.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, I apologize for no stream on Friday. I wasn't well again. I have this habit, at least the last couple of weeks, I've had this habit of working super duper hard in like the early stages of the week, sort of Sunday through Wednesday. I will go, for lack of a better phrase, balls to the wall, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm just done. Like, there's no energy left. I am completely broken. Welcome in, Intrepid. Good to see you. So we have missed the last couple of Fridays, and I apologize for that. Hopefully this week we will fix that a little bit. Make sure we get to do an actual stream. Welcome in, Jeff. Good to see you. How you doing today?
Nice to have you with us.
Oh, you know what? Right, I'll tell you what. Lewis, I need you to do me a favor as well as the top mod that you are.
Okay.
When the... when we finish these set of races and we go back to the lobby, remind me to give you a few minutes so that you can set up a new timed statement from Stream Elements.
Oh, okay.
To promote the new podcast between myself and one Mr. Professor Hoenn.
Ooh.
The Goldenrod Pod. Coming to you every single Friday. The most beautiful way to hear the Pokemon news. Well. Thank you very much, Berno. Welcome in. Good to see you. As you were saying, Lewis.
I mean, what more could you want, really? I mean, you get to hear a standard fidget rant, which is always good fun. You get to find out some more things about Pokemon that you probably maybe didn't know. And, of course, you get to hear the wonderful Hoenn as well, who has, may I say, quite a lovely voice.
Yes, very much so.
Even if he does smack of a Midlands accent.
A what accent? Never heard of it.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, I love Hoenn's voice. It's soothing, I think, in my own opinion. Thank you very much for dropping that exclamation mark. Burno, by the way. Go sub up to my friends. You will not be disappointed. And yes, today was the first day of Burno's Pokemon Showdown Randoms Double Battle League.
Oh?
And your boy's on top.
Oh!
Number 1 winner, day 1. You'll love to see it. How long will that last? I'm honestly not sure, but hopefully at least sometime.
I mean, how long did you last at the top of Professor Hoenn's trivia challenge?
Oh, like a week.
Yeah.
Like, until he had somebody else. I think it was Tommy. I think Tommy took the spot from me.
Yeah, I think he snuck like an extra 0.1 of a point or something.
I think it was something stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Jeff. Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, go sub up to the podcast channel. You can also, and I love this bit, you can find us on Spotify and iTunes. I'm officially on Spotify.
Ooh.
I'm a big boy now. Hang on, I'm just going to zoom in slightly. I'm going to get up close and personal with you guys real quick. Apologies for the ultra mega ultra zoom. Just while I fix my focus. Yep, that'll do. Alright, and then we'll go back. I'm sorry, I'm a perfectionist. What can I say? Welcome in, Lucker. Good to see you. Ah, random. You mean that guy from up north? Yeah, that one. That's the one. You know that guy? I know that guy. I like that guy. That guy's cool. Have I got time to do this? To do this? Nope, that was a bad idea. Stop messing with the fidget. It all looked fine before. Why were you messing with it in the first place? Don't do this live. That's really silly. Oh, see, you've messed it up now. It's gone outside the box. It's going to annoy me. It's gonna...
Tut.
Yeah, I know. The problem is I can't stop racing in order to fix it, because otherwise everything disconnects and it gets back.
Don't know why you were trying to change it in the first place.
Don't know.
No.
Again, perfectionism.
No
Perfectionism is the killer of productivity.
As is procrastination.
Well, yeah, but I can't do anything about that. Oh, the podcast is so cool. I really enjoyed the first few episodes and looking forward to watching more. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, so there's only the one episode out. The rest of it's all clips from that episode. The idea was that... So, YouTube... trying to play the YouTube game a little bit. Obviously, when you release an hour-and-a-half long video, not everybody is going to... In fact, the vast majority of people won't watch it all the way through. And anybody who kind of finds it randomly might only watch the first couple of seconds, first couple of minutes. And YouTube's very big on their, like, you get your click-through rate, and then you also get your average watch time. And if the average watch time was so far down for the one episode we put up, then the channel would kind of get buried really early on, and that was something we were worried about. So the idea we came up with was to do clips. So sort of highlight bits from the episode that were really good conversations that kind of stand on their own, and release them as 5-6 minute videos as their own thing. So that hopefully it's a little bit more discoverable. Hopefully it's a little bit sort of a taster. If you're not sure if this podcast is the kind of thing you're going to be interested in, then you can have a listen to that and see what it's all about. Also, you know, when it comes to YouTube and playing the game and that kind of stuff, it's all about getting people to click from one of your videos through to another one of your videos. So, and this is a hint to any of you who want to start your own YouTube channel. Start it with a couple of videos up. Don't just release one video and then a week later release another video, because it means for that 1 week you've only got one video for YouTube to be like, well, it's... Even if people watch it, people don't go from there to any of your stuff because you haven't got any other stuff to go to. So it's the bit of advice that I heard, and it's a bit of advice that I'm passing on. Upload a couple of videos at once.
And when we say a couple, we mean more than 2.
Like 4 or 5, really. Ideally.
Because, again, then your audience has places to go that's still you, and that's a win-win.
Are you playing with a Switch Pro controller? I am. I am indeed. Always and forever. Because I'm not a big fan of the Joy-Cons. They're just a little bit small for my big meaty hands. My man hands! Big manly hands. Presidential hands. Anyway. Naturally. You can do loads about it, but not until tomorrow. Wait, what? I can do loads of... I'm confused. I've missed context here. I enjoyed the podcast. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Jeff. I'm glad to hear it. It's something we've been like working towards for a few weeks now. We knew we wanted to do it. We just weren't sure what we were going to cover. And then obviously the trailer dropped, and it's like, well, that's episode number 1 right there. They are way cheaper, so when I first used the Pro Controller, I grabbed a third-party one, basically for the same reason. The only problem is, it broke. And that's the issue I've always had with third-party controllers, is they just don't have the longevity of official products. They use cheaper components, and you can tell.
I mean, put it this way, I've had my Pro Controller for... must be about 5 years. I must have got it much long after I got the Switch.
Yeah.
And say, yeah, I mean, it's lasted. It still feels just as good to play with as it did on the first day.
Yeah. If only the Switch Joy-Cons were as reliable. Well. You spared about not being able to do anything about procrastination. Oh, not till tomorrow. Right. I see what you did there. I like it.
Oh, yeah. So I would like to clear something up.
Oh.
We spoke about Excite Bike, this course here.
Yes.
Quite a long time ago, probably.
Feels like it either way.
And I mentioned that this course randomly generates each time you play it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, for whatever reason, I think I ended up retracting that statement.
Well, I don't think I believed you.
Yeah, but no, I was right, basically. Now, it doesn't randomize when it's on time trial.
Mm-hmm.
For consistency's sake.
Makes
so
sense.
There's like a standard layout for it. So I don't know if they use the standard layout online or if the randomization actually goes as far as online. But they didn't say anything about it, so I assume it does.
Do I use third-party Joy-Cons? No, the only Joy-Cons I actually have are the original ones that came with my Switch. Because, I haven't had a need to buy any more. I don't have family members who play the Switch with me. I'm not doing big party games. And I basically use the Pro Controller for everything that doesn't require me to... In fact, the only time I ever break out the Joy-Cons is Mario Odyssey.
Odyssey? Oh, Odyssey. Okay.
Oh, and Party. No, because I only play Party with you.
Yeah, and for that, we use my Joy-Cons.
Hmm.
Or if there's more than 2 of us, then we'll crack out yours as well. But
yeah.
But yeah, no, and we hardly ever play it undocked as well.
Yeah. I barely ever pull my Switch out of the dock. Like, it's cool that it can do it, but it's just not something I ever have the need to do.
Yeah.
It's still a cool system. I think... I don't know. Would I like a Switch if it didn't have to be portable as well? Could it be slightly more powerful?
Yeah. I mean, I guess the whole idea behind the name Switch is that you could switch up your game of play.
I mean, yeah, but they got a portable-only Switch. So why not a static-only Switch that has better graphics or better power? It's just a thought. Like, the likelihood of it happening is 0 to none, but I just like the idea. Welcome in, Phoenix. Good to see you.
I suppose the only way that they'd be able to make an improvement on the system, or to make the games look better, would be to then also release upgraded versions of every game to play on that console.
I mean, yes, you wouldn't backdate a bunch of the games. It would only be future games that came out could look better.
So like, yeah, new Nintendo Switch or whatever.
Yeah, similar to the way they did with the Series X and the Series S. Same console, just different hardware capabilities, and therefore the same games run at different graphic levels.
Fair enough.
Do I think they'll release a PS5 Slim? More than likely. What price it'll be at, I couldn't tell you. I don't even know how much a PS5 costs, because honestly, since I built my computer to be actually decent for gaming, I haven't even looked at consoles other than the Switch, because it's that different. It can't be replaced by just a PC. I'm a new sub fan. You through the Fuse Dimensions playthrough. Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Just curious if you have no intentions on making new playthroughs. So, as far as playthroughs are concerned, we stepped away from it as the main focus of the channel. Basically because I wasn't overly happy with the quality of the content I was putting out. And it was kind of getting me down a little bit. So, we moved on to more scripted content, which is something I'm a little bit prouder of personally. We have not stepped away entirely from playthroughs because we still do stuff with the Kingdom Boys. We have done playthroughs with them in the past. Collab series like our Cage Lock, our Wedlock, our Soul Links and stuff like that. We've got a new one of those coming out very, very soon. Within the next week or two, I believe. So, playthroughs are not dead on the channel, but they are not our focus anymore. Welcome in, JW. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining us today. Lewis, go do the thing. I remembered. Go do the thing.
The thing.
The thing. The thing!
Yes.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Bear with me for a moment.
Now is the perfect time as well. If you do want to join us, come join right here, right now. !FC in the chat to grab my friend code, add me as a friend, and then jump into Friends and Rivals. And we'll waste together. We'll waste together, and it'll be great. That's totally fair. I mean, the response as well is it's not. It's always a funny one. So as a YouTuber, I will always say, you know, views aren't all that matters, and they're not. To be fair, I'm not here for the views. I'm here for creating something to have that outlet. But I'm not gonna lie, the views help. They make me feel better inside about myself. It lets me know that what I'm providing actually is enjoyed and you do like it. So when my playthroughs are getting like 50 views each, and then my theory videos get 120,000 views, I think I'm gonna lean more towards that kind of thing because it's what you guys want to see. And that's the way I see it. You have Squid added as a friend. I also have Squid added as a friend. Nice. I mean, again, I enjoy both sides of it. I think when I started the channel, I jumped into Nuzlocke and gaming, not because it was something I was always interested in. Like, I'd watched Nuzlocke all the way through uni. They were a big part of like helping me get through some rough times when I first became really ill and was. When I first became really ill and needed something to do while I was lying in bed and moping, Pokemon playthroughs and Pokemon Nuzlocke really got me through a lot of that. So it was almost the perfect thing to get me through lockdown, to get me through, the virus when that was in full swing. Welcome in, T. Good to see you. How you doing? But yeah, as life has returned to normal a little bit, and as I've progressed as a content creator, I've always wanted to provide more. I don't want my videos to simply be, you know, let's show up here and watch an idiot talk nonsense for 2 hours. And sometimes that's great. That's exactly what these streams are, and they're perfect for that. And I love hanging out with you guys and all that kind of stuff. But I think providing a little bit of information or knowledge or something where you can walk away and go, yeah, I not only did I enjoy that video, but I learned something. That's what I want out of my content. And that's why even a lot of the theory videos, like a couple of the more recent ones have been pure speculation. But a lot of the ones we'll be working on in the future, once like the hype for Scarlet and Violet dies down a little bit, are going to be more educational in nature. Not I'm going to sit down and give you a lecture, but it's all about tangential learning. So, for instance, like the Regigigas video. We made a theory about Regigigas that taught you about lore of Golem. Like, Judaism and Hebrew lore and history and all about Prague and that kind of time period and rabbis and all that kind of stuff. I found it fascinating and I wanted to share that with you. And that's the power that this has, I think, is using Pokemon as a jumping off point, as a branch to go further and teach you and to explore the world through it. So that's what I want to do with my content. Welcome in, Soap. Good to see you. The power of the heart of the cards. Yeah, we can cover the heart of the cards maybe someday. It's basically just cheating. From my knowledge, heart of the cards is just cheating. The guy has a innate ability to control randomness or control probability. So my understanding of the heart of the cards is, depending on his deck size, the likelihood of him drawing a card that could get him out of that situation when he uses his power and uses the heart of the cards increases. Now, if there's multiple ways he can get out of that situation, it's an equal chance he will draw any of those cards. However, the less and less cards that can get him out of a particular situation, the more likely that is to come to the top. Does that make sense? It's cheating. He's a cheater. He's a big old cheater. King of games in my butt. Also, if you've not hit the like button already, please do consider it. It really helps us out more than you could possibly imagine. I think Arceus is underpowered. It's God and it's worse than its own creature, Mega Mewtwo and Rayquaza. I mean, yes. Yeah, a little bit. But as we learn in Legends, Arceus is not God. Arceus is only an aspect of it. In the fact that the original one, who is the god of Pokemon, split off into Giratina, Dialga, Palkia, and Arceus. Arceus is just a remnant of that kind of power. And then Arceus was then split further into the plates. And then those plates imbued into all Pokemon and all of the world and were buried deep into the ground and all that kind of stuff. So Arceus, although it is and it isn't God at the same time. It's a complicated... It's a facet of God, and therefore isn't all-powerful.
Okay, all done.
Woo! Cheers, buddy.
I heard the course selector going, and I was like, oh, good timing.
I was like, he's had enough time now, right?
So it should start showing up in chat now at some point.
Will I upgrade when the DDR5 becomes cheaper? Entirely depends. Realistically, at the moment, it's not going to make much of a difference for me. DDR5, as far as RAM is concerned, is not... It's not going to make that much of a difference to my workflow currently. DDR5 is more useful... Do you know what? I need to look into this further before I actually spout some stuff here, because I was going to say something, and I'm like, I think that's true. I think that's right, but I don't want to give false information. So, maybe. But the thing is, I don't know when it will become cheaper and what else will be available. I don't need to upgrade my PC anytime soon. The only thing I've ever considered upgrading in here at the moment is maybe my graphics card. But there's no rush on that because, again, I play Pokemon. I'm not doing really heavy games on here.
Yeah.
I
mean, to be honest,
go on.
I kind of feel like I'm in the same boat at the moment. Like, I think the next thing that I would want to upgrade would be my graphics card, and it's not a huge deal.
I mean, a graphics card might be useful for you simply for, like, graphics during editing. Getting that rendering down might be helpful.
Yeah.
So your live playback is better.
Yeah. I mean,
might
for the
be...
most part, it's not a huge issue at the moment. But I mean, yeah, it'd be nicer to get load time down. Absolutely.
Might be something we look into for you, actually.
Okay.
Maybe not this month. Maybe give me a couple months and we'll look into it.
I mean, so obviously Fidget is aware of something that happened to me the other day. Was when I was trying to export latest video for the channel. My computer sort of ran into a bit of a bad moment, but I have worked out that that is partially my fault.
Okay.
Because I'm using like a full-sized file when I could easily be using a reduced size version of that to save on processing power and whatnot.
Wait, reduced size file of what?
So basically the emotes that you can get in our Discord,
yes,
if you're a member, the original ones that are sent over are like, I don't know, a good 10-20 times the size of a 1080p video screen. So I could be using a reduced size version of that.
I mean, we have the reduced size versions are available for you. You know that, right?
No, kind of, but those reduced size versions are also cropped.
Oh, Mod, I've already announced the fact that we're doing a new series and it's coming out in a couple of weeks. Burno announced it ages ago. Like, I haven't told the people what it is, but...
Yeah.
In fact, people voted on it. People know what it is. We already announced it. It's fine.
That's true.
Wait, is my boy Tommy streaming? It's Tommy streaming.
He's been doing content again.
Oh my goodness.
I saw him the other day.
Yeah, I saw his return to content creation, which was his chonk reaction.
Yes, that's the one I saw, yeah.
God bless him. I swear I didn't know that. So yeah, there was a vote in the Discord. By the way, the Kingdom has a Discord now. I need to finalize it because it's kind of, it exists, but that's all it is. It just exists.
It's not really in final release stages. It's more like a beta.
Yeah, so realistically I need to, or one of the Kingdom boys needs to finish that up before we really invite people over to it. But yes, there will be a brand new Kingdom Discord, mostly because we know for you guys, when you want to do like spoiler chats and stuff for the series, it's like, well, do you go to my Discord? Do you go to Baker's Discord? Do you go to Tommy's? Do you go to Burno's? Nobody really knows. But now you'll only have the one that you have to focus on.
Hooray.
How did I miss what y'all announced what the series was? I mean, it's a versus is what it is. It's a versus with more. Lightning bolt.
Speaking of the Kingdom Discord, I'm pretty sure if you guys make enough of a fuss, we'll probably get a Lewis Lounge over there too.
I'm pretty sure we can build a Lewis Lounge for you.
So, you know, go over there and start getting aggressive at the mods at the Kingdom Discord. Just don't tell them I sent you.
No, otherwise we'll be like, well, hang on. Lewis wants his own chat room in our Discord. What is this? What even is this, bro? How did I miss you all announce it? I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, because there was we did a vote on what one of the challenges could be. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that went out on everybody's Discord server, and you should have seen it, hopefully.
Oh no, somebody billed me over the line. Dry Bowser!
I also want to help moderate. I'll submit a job application. I mean, to be fair, Jeff, your references are us. So I don't think you've got much to worry about, buddy. I moderate on 4 different servers. All of them are you guys. I'm pretty sure you moderate on more servers than just that, but I'm pretty sure you're a mod on every single one of our servers.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff is a mod on like most YouTube channels.
Oh no, to be fair, you're not a mod on my server. In fact, there's very few mods on my server. It's those who are usually active. It's me, it's Mod, it's Lewis, and it's VMI. That's kind of it.
Fair.
But that's enough, really. We don't have that much trouble kicking off over there, which I'm very grateful for. Yeah. Yeah. My references are 27 different channels, 10 different servers. Oh, hot diggity damn.
Yeah.
So you think that makes you better than me, does it? I'm I'm surrounded by British people. Yeah. Apologies. I'm only mostly British.
Yeah, same.
Wait, what's you? I'm sure we talked about this. Is there German? You got like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandmother or something?
Yep, I'm 1/4 German.
On your grandmother's side. I'm not a terrible friend. Okay, good.
I'm glad you remembered this time.
I check your latest video channel a lot. Wait, which latest video channel? Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're saying. I got Discord connection for being on it since 2018. Nice. See, I still barely know how Discord works. I wouldn't use it, I don't think, if it wasn't just standard at this point.
Yeah, it has become quite a figure in our lives at this point, hasn't it?
Oh, I use it for work a lot of the time now as well, really.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Whenever I collab, I do it on Discord. Whenever I... Like, doing the... Sorry, words are failing me today, and I apologize for that. Doing the Showdown League with Burno, that's all through Discord. I was setting up... I was talking with a bunch of other creators earlier about meeting up at Worlds and stuff like that, and all that's done through Discord. So, like, I probably wouldn't use it if it wasn't just the industry standard.
Yeah. Do you use it for the podcast?
Yeah, we use it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't record from Discord. That would be silly.
We use it right now. We also use it for screen share and stuff. So, obviously, stuff that we do behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, when you do a project and you're like, "Do you want to see this? I want you to check this." You'll screen share with me through Discord. Yeah. It's a very useful tool.
I mean, we play D&D through it.
We do now. That is the one time I use it for personal reasons. Yeah. But that's only because the people who we play with, we met through work.
Yeah.
If that makes so we already have them on Discord.
Yeah.
Because when I used to play D&D, we did it through like Google Chat.
Yeah. I have a different game that likes to use Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
And everybody will do video call through it as well, which is strange to me for D&D.
Yo, welcome in, Emily. How you doing? I believe I've got a link. Hope you've been doing good. I've been doing great. Thank you very much for coming in. Guys, if you don't know Alex Emily, what a wonderful, fantastic creator. Been doing a lot of music reactions recently. Very worth checking out. Some good insight. As somebody who does not know music from my own elbow, it's actually been really good to listen to. Give me your channel.
Thank you, Jeff.
Appreciate you, Jeff. Bagging.
He's putting in the hard work now. Prove that he's a good mod.
I need to start learning D&D, really piquing my interest. It's so worth picking up. And to be honest...
100%.
You don't even need to learn it all. Like, learn... Pick up a player's handbook, have a read through it, and then see if it still piques your interest. That is my advice. And in fact, yeah, that's my advice. You can also pick up the Essentials kit. I will always recommend the Essentials kit over the Starter kit. It's just better. You get more with it, and the campaign in there is a lot better as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can pick that up, and it's got a smaller version of the Player's Handbook that's worth looking through.
I mean, if you're finding even that to be daunting, honestly, the way I started was I only used the mechanics. I learned the mechanics.
You barely used the mechanics.
Yeah, but I got the fundamentals down enough, I like to think. And just sort of made it up on the spot from there on.
Yeah. They're more like
it's
guidelines,
a perfectly
really.
legitimate way to play, yeah. That's the thing about D&D is you can play it strictly to the books. You can play it off the books in your own style. You can go for a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
It's very adaptable.
And yes, of course you can play with this, Emily. That's what it's all about today. Multiplayer Mondays.
100%. Come and kick our butts.
Love to have you join us. I don't know how to play Deluxe. I don't know how races work. What do you mean you don't know how to play Deluxe? It's no different. It's no different, buddy. We just have the expansion pass, so you can come and do all those, even if you don't have the expansion pass. Because Lewis and I paid for it for your sake.
Or if you're... I was going to say, if you're not sure how to join in the game, then that is it.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Really?
Oh, you got second place blued.
So, I don't have a Switch. That's fair.
Oh, okay.
If you remember, I stole my friend's Switch during school. I remember. I remember. I remember. Don't worry. Told you. No musical talent at all. Oh, I got second. Rip. What if you don't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I apologize. I am sorry.
Yeah, can't help there, really.
There's only so much I can do. Right, we will give it a minute for everybody else to get in here. If you want to join, now is the best time to do so.
I should expect you to get an impending friend request from Alex Emily.
Done. Scene. Gots it. Boom, diddy boom, diddy boom, boom, boom. Do you want cause a pirate is free?
Do what you want cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yeah, that one.
It's a good song.
That was a wonderful meme when it happened.
You are a pirate.
Welcome to the lobby.
Oh boy, oh boy. What a Monday, buddy. What a Monday. I'm exhausted. Oh, I haven't done anything all day and I'm just tired. Grumpy face.
So what are we doing, 150?
Yeah, sorry, we're doing the same thing again because I forgot to change it. We'll do like mirror after this, I think. Lazy Town was so good. I didn't really watch any of it. I think I was too old for it at the time. Yeah. And even my youngest siblings were too old for it at the time.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we were too old for it when it came out. But we did get to see the memes that came out of it, and there was some real good stuff. Yeah.
My favorite one is still the, I don't know if you've heard the song, We Are Number One.
Yes.
I enjoy that a lot.
Fair enough, yeah.
Weirdly really enjoy that song. We're number one. Got good cadence to it. Do you guys do 200cc because I prefer it more? Yeah, we do. Very, very occasionally because 150 is more friendly.
Accessible.
There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it's more
150 is
accessible.
more
So we usually stick to 150, then we'll go on to mirror, then we'll do 200, and then we'll come back to 150. We flip it round.
Yeah, we try not to let it get stale.
And then on the very, very rare occasion we do battle and everybody leaves, and I get stressed out because I can't play the game for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we don't do it again for 4 weeks.
That's what we call a bad time.
Like, the battles are cool in theory. I've just never been a big fan of them. Ow.
Bink.
Bink yourself. Binky boy! Oh, you were big before I could squish you. You were a big boy before I could squish you. Now I'm annoyed.
Well, you were in first when we got lightning? No. Oh, no, that's right. Yes, of course, I was last to get big because I was in first.
When is 400cc going to get added? Doubt it, ever.
No. The only time you'd find something like that is the mods. Yeah. Which, of course, you would need to have a completely different setup for in the first place.
Just hack your Switch.
Yeah.
I have considered getting a hacked Switch specifically for like playing like Sword and Shield mods.
Oh right, yeah, like randomizer
and.
Yeah.
Well, not even just that. You can get like, you can change your character outfit and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that was a non-exhaustive list.
Of course, yes. But yes, stuff like that. And there's been really nice mods added to Legends Arceus and things now as well. I just saw earlier on today, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl got a mod where you can have Hisui and Groudon in it, which is kind of dope. It's cool. I liked it. So, but I don't want to hack my own Switch because I use that quite a lot. It's kind of fundamental to the entire freaking channel. So if it breaks, I'm up a creek.
And at the same time, you probably wouldn't want to risk getting a ban on your personal Nintendo account.
Yeah, there'd be that too.
Yeah.
And God forbid I ever show how to hack the Switch. Nintendo would never play nice with me again.
No, they would not.
And I would love someday for Nintendo to play nice with me.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I was talking to someone about this recently, actually. They were like, all right, if your channel were to, like, grow, how do you want to be perceived? Like, there are some people who are happy to, like, be themselves and will be sweary and will say what they want and say what they think. And that's fine. But if you want to have those connections with Nintendo and stuff, it's worth being more family-friendly. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, to have the option of, maybe revealing Pokemon cards in the future or announcing new games maybe a day or so before they come out and things like that. That's worth being a little bit family-friendly for.
Yeah.
Yuzu emulator does indeed exist. However, I've not always got it to work properly. And I know lots of people who struggle with it, so it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. Still haven't played Legends Arceus? That's a shame. I think it's one of the better Pokemon games, to be fair.
I did certainly enjoy that one.
I got a lot out of it. I'll be honest with you.
Wow.
I haven't played it since I beat it, but I enjoyed it while I played it.
The blue shell got stuck on one of the ramps.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is somebody cheating. The Nintendo Creator Program? Yeah. You're not allowed to promote any kind of hacking if you want to stay in the Nintendo Creator Program. We learned, well, I was going to say we learned that one the hard way, but somebody else learned it the hard way. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but you've all watched that video. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Who red shelled me? That was probably me. I'd apologize, but it got me first place, so...
You just want to bully Lechonk? Can't bully Lechonk. That's not okay. That's not okay. 2012 to 2016, where you had to sell your soul to be able to use Nintendo footage in a bit. Yeah, I am glad they have loosened up a little bit. Like, at least to some extent. Otherwise, like, I wouldn't be able to make the videos that I make.
That's true.
Yeah, it was...
I mean, I think...
Go on.
I'd like to think that they eventually worked out that the fact that every other video game creator was getting their work seen by people by it being on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that I'd like to think that they eventually worked out that that would be in their favor too.
Yeah, it's a difficult value proposition to make, to be like, well, if you let people show your content, you'll make money. It's like, well, how much money? It's difficult to quantify.
Yeah, it's very difficult to quantify, and I get that.
And it was actually, to be honest, it wasn't even so much the money they could make out of the exposure. It was more the fact that they were looking like the bad guys.
Well, yeah.
And that was costing them as far as like their brand identity was concerned. Nobody wants to say bad guy Nintendo. Because we all like to think of Nintendo as the good guys. You know, they are the family-friendly console. They are... Yeah, nobody wants to think of Nintendo as the bad guys. But they were for a little while. They were super mean to a lot of content creators.
I'd just like to mention, by the way, that there was a blue shell like a lap or two ago. And me being in 5th place and having a super horn, thought it would be a smart idea to break it.
Appreciate you.
So you're welcome, yeah.
Spoilers? What spoilers? That Lechonk is in the game? Give over. My ruling has always been, I will not spoil a game or a film any further than what the trailers already have. If the trailers go too far with the spoilers, I apologize. But that's their fault. Yeah, that's the ruling I go by. Hello, Toby too. I get it. I'm evil Toby because I've got the goatee. That's how it works, right? I'm the alternate universe evil Toby.
Yeah, you need to start wearing like eyeliner.
Just on the undersides of my eye. Well, I just need to stop sleeping.
Just to bring out that evil. Yes, that too.
Or I should really keep not sleeping, as the case may be.
You know, that reminds me of a friend of ours from university. Jack, he always had dark circles under his eyes, no matter how much sleep
God,
he got.
Poor Jack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
He constantly looked exhausted, the poor guy.
It's wah, Toby.
Wah, Toby.
Wah. Amazing.
That's fantastic.
Do you know what? It was Roxy who turned around to me. She was the first one to be like, huh. You know, people are going to say you're basically his clone, right? And I'm like, no, they won't. Just because we've got similar fuzzy hair. No. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Why is it that I don't understand the internet?
What's Toby's editor's name?
I don't know.
Oh, whoops.
I will speak to him about it. When I get the chance, I will speak to him about it and see if you can't connect.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're Wah Toby, then that makes me his Wah editor.
Yes. Indeed. You're oh no!
I'm like Waluigi.
But the thing is, you can't be evil, Lewis. There's not an evil bone in your freaking body.
That's true.
Like, if there was... It'd be a lot easier to hate you. But I can't. Well, there are just some times where I'm like, oh, you really annoyed me there. But I can't stay mad at you. And it's annoying me that I can't stay mad at you. But I can't stay mad about the fact that I'm annoyed that I can't stay mad at you. You're endearing. I think that's the word that describes you best. You're endearing.
Thank you.
And I love you dearly. Yes, I'm a big winner.
Great.
What's the opposite of a very pleasant robot man? A unpleasant biological woman? Question mark? Right, let's do 200. Because chaos! And then we'll go for mirror. But yes, welcome in, Convery. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Always nice. Always nice to have people showing up and hanging out and being part of the fun.
Alex, people me. Tommy is streaming. Oh. And he's doing episode 4 of something. How can you haven't streamed in months? How can you be on episode 4 of something?
Did he just like jump back into something?
Maybe. Hey, I didn't say his editor was anything. They were two different conversations. Oh yeah, 200cc.
Oh gosh, yes.
Why do we do that every single time? It's like, all right, let's put it to 200cc, and then immediately forget.
Big whoops.
Whoopsie and a doodle.
Yeah.
Right. Focus up ever so slightly. Sure, whatever you say. Yeah, whatever I say. Because I know somebody's going to go back and be like, well, Fidget said your editor was a meanie and a woman and a human. And he's going to be like, what? And then there'll be no context provided for any of it. Because you guys are like that. It's like causing chaos.
Yeah. And then before you know it, there's a big fight and it's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
Come on.
Yeah, I like to avoid YouTube drama where possible. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
We've done our best up till now. We intend to keep it that way. Stop it with the bombs, Emmy! It's infuriating.
Almost impossible to use golden shroom. Here we go. Got a nice space.
Right. Take it, Toad. Ow!
Oh. That was a bad.
That was a bad.
Ooh.
Mount Wario is this command guy from Miiverse. Oh, no.
Yeah, come on!
No!
Oh, 5th. Okay.
Stop it. See what you did there? And I politely request for you to stop it.
Yeah, I just got that.
Yo! Crexel, thank you very much for joining the family. Appreciate you.
Thank you for this sub.
I didn't realize until halfway through that race that we had switched to 200. How? Like, I'm purely motor memory, muscle memory at this point, especially when I'm doing streaming, because I'm reading chat most of the time. So as soon as I switch to 200cc, I'm like, oh no, turning is sooner. Turning is sooner.
Oh, you know what that means?
Chaos Park. Baby Park, you just don't know how I like turning right. Sorry for the bombs. No, you're not. Don't pretend you're... Don't say you're sorry when you're not sorry. You found it hilarious. We all found it hilarious. It's fine. It's in quotes, so I didn't say.
Oh, hey, Garrett.
Good to see you, Garrett. How you doing today?
Ladies and gentlemen and everybody else, Chaos Park.
Well, that sounded horrific.
Thank you.
Just blew out the microphone when you did that.
Yep.
Doing
Did
good.
you hear the words? Or?
Oh, no, we heard it.
Okay, good.
It was just peaky and rattly, and it was wonderful. It gave the right effect. It just sounded horrible.
Good. Oh no, I slipped on a banana.
Oh, you big goof. Oh no. Right. Ow! Marissa, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Yes, come join us, Garrett. Join us. Join us. One of us. One of us.
One of us. One of us.
No, it's different when you do it because you actually have a cult.
Oh, okay, yeah, good point.
Oh yeah, good point.
I'll keep my mouth shut for that bit.
The cult of Lewis is a thing. Do a real Metal Scream. Chaos Park deserves 110%. Can you do like screamo voice?
I'm not sure how it goes. Is it high pitched or low pitched?
Well, it entirely depends. You're gonna ruin your voice whether you do it high or low. Either way, it depends whether you want to go. It's entirely up to you. Both work.
Like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Doom 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 doom. Chaos Park.
Like Death Note.
Rip headphone users.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, like Death Note. Chaos Park. I can't do the pork bit. Can't get the rumble in the pork. Pork.
I think it makes it slightly easier to comprehend if you go for the American pronunciation of park when you're doing death metal voice.
Park.
No, as in emphasis on the R.
Paw. Nope.
Park.
Park. Do it like a pirate. Park.
Yeah.
Arr.
Park.
Park.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, once again, Lewis. What a dumb stream.
Yeah.
Also, there's a big old shortcut on this track, and I still don't know it.
What, like an ultra short?
Yeah.
Oh.
All we need is a blast beat and a 9-string guitar, and we have true degen.
Oh. Lakitu doesn't like it when you try to cut big corners.
Oh, perfect timing. Let's freaking go!
Oh.
Garrett, come back!
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I ran into a mushroom, so I suddenly had to turn my drift into a brake drift, and then I got smacked by someone into 12th place. I'm not doing well.
British people trying to replicate American accents is so hilarious. I mean, I'll tell you what, British people are better at doing American than Americans are at doing British. Fact.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, you've got such incredible American performances from British actors like, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield,
Yeah.
David Tennant.
Mm-hmm.
Half the time I can't even tell it's him.
Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie does a fantastic one.
Oh, he does, yes.
You have a Death Note tattoo?
Ooh.
What tattoo? I must know these things. I mean, yeah, like my accents are a little bit all over the place. In fact, I'll tell you what, most British people, I say most British people, a lot of British people think I'm American. That's how little we know what Americans actually sound like. Yeah, Americans do sound a little bit Aussie. I will grant you that. Oh, you've just got the L? Oh, that's so cool. It's a really nice font and a design of that as well.
Yeah.
And what a great character.
Yeah. I forgot you could probably do that shortcut Shroomless on 200.
I'm not sure. Probably, but I'm not sure and don't want to risk it. Plus, I suck at that shortcut anyway. Because you've got to go through it sideways, and I'm always the wrong level of sideways.
That's fair.
Just in life, I'm always the wrong level of sideways.
That's true.
I'm either too sideways or not sideways enough. It's weird how accurate that statement is. Ah, freaking lightning.
Oh no.
Yeah, especially when you're doing an American accent, you need to pick the one you're going to go for as well. I think you can probably get away with most people could probably, if you ask them to do an American accent, they do a New York accent, a really, really bad New York accent.
Yeah.
They could do a Texas accent, and that's probably it. I think just a generic American accent wouldn't be too good for most people.
That's true. Oh,
nope.
Oh, man, that was me hitting the mic.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I was raised around a lot of Americans, so there are a lot of Americanisms in the way I speak already.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've found, especially with my accent, the bits you pick out are the bits that are most unfamiliar to you.
Yes.
So that's why, like, a lot of English people will think I sound American. A lot of Irish people think I sound Scottish, whereas a lot of Scottish people think I sound Irish. And then you get the weird people who are like, it sounds American, but not quite Canadian? And then you get Americans who are like, you sound British, but not quite Aussie? So it's, yeah. I think I heard New Zealand. Somebody thought I was from New Zealand. That was a weird one. I've had people try and guess I'm from all over the place. 4 years in Ireland gives you Irish and Texas are accents that don't really sound like they should go together. But I feel that one. And again, my accent is fluid, as you put there. Like, accents are very fluid, and it entirely depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to my Scottish family, I will sound more Scottish. When I used to work for a tech support company when we were on the phones, and I had American clients, it wasn't long until I dropped into, like, an American-ish accent. It was like, if you were to record it and listen to it, you would think it was someone putting on an American accent, but it was decent enough that nobody on the other end of the line thought I was American. Nobody on the other end of the line thought I was putting it on.
Oh, that's good.
Because I wasn't putting it on. It just naturally came forth. That sort of aspect of my own accent emphasized itself.
Yeah.
I don't have much of a Texas accent. I have a very neutral American accent. I get you. I
have to say I know exactly what you mean. Because I've lived in different parts of Britain.
Mm-hmm.
And whichever part of Britain I live in, my accent tends to
shift
float more
towards
in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've tried my best to neutralize my accent over the years.
And I think you have got a very neutral accent.
But at the same time, I guess, working in, like, customer service jobs, it helps if I have more of a local accent.
Well, it's a level mimicry, isn't it? It's not an offensive mimicry. It's I think it's our tribalistic nature to try and, like, fit in with the people around us. That's why our accent changes to match those we're around. However, luckily, I have not picked up the estuary accent. I don't sound like I'm from Essex or nothing, which is great. Nobody needs to sound like they're from Essex. It's a really bad accent, and I hate it. Essex. I'm not from Essex, but close enough. Of course, none of the guys sound like this. This is more the girls. But, you know, when you put on an Essex accent, that's kind of the accent that you put on is the girls' Essex accent, innit?
Yeah, that's true. I sound a bit thick, innit?
Rude, Lewis. Rude. All right, that's very specifically the only way is Essex.
Yes.
I turn on the hub, ask for a lift, park the car.
Yeah.
On the garage and eat pasta. The garage. Oh, aye. Turn on the hob. Ask for a lift. Park the car. Park the car. In the garage. And eat pasta. Pasta? Yes.
Yeah. That's the garage thing. 100%. If you say garage in Britain, people will think that you are so posh that, like, you must be tasting metal.
Yep.
And I won't say the full one for that because that's very rude and not appropriate for this channel.
It's Tuesday, innit, bruv? That's the
Tuesday. Yeah.
That's the one. See, I don't know. The difference... were you in Ireland or Northern Ireland? Because... In my experience, the difference is where the voice is. The accent's actually very much the same. It's just hardy, 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 hardy. The Irish accent's a little bit more down here. It's a little bit more from the throat. It's a little bit. It's not fully. It's not chesty. It's not chesty. It's not. But it's a little bit more from the throat. And then the Northern Irish. The Northern Irish is more. It's nasally. You got to come up into the nose for the Northern Irish accent. Galway.
Right up. I can't even do it. But it is. It's right up in the nose.
It's right up in the nose, it is.
Nasal.
Nasally, aye. And then I throw I in there because, again, a lot of my Irish family moved to Scotland. Which is, again, I think the best description I've ever had for my accent was you sound like an Irishman who's spent his last 20 years in Scotland. I'm like, that's very accurate, actually. It's very accurate. Galway was a good crack, aye. A. See, it's A rather than I.
Yeah.
Galway was a good crack. A lot of my family's from Galway, but I haven't been in, God, nigh on 20 years now. See, again, and I'll start there and I'll bring it up into the nasal because my ma's Northern Irish. So, it's all about your reference points.
Yeah.
You know,
with English accents, they just vary wildly.
Oh, massively. Well, they do in Ireland as well. Love using both y'all and ye. All of you. Get over here, all of you.
Y'all of you.
All of you.
Y'all of you.
No, y'all get over here, will ye? That does sound a bit mad, actually, now that you brought it up. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Always gets good looks. People just like, okay. Oh, I thought I'd messed that up real badly there, but I got away with it somehow. Yeah, I have lots of different aspects from different accents and different languages that are just in my vocabulary and in my general cadence now. Yeah, it is what it is. Blew myself up. I hate throwing bombs forward. It's so dumb. More Spanish speakers understand Portuguese than Spanish in a Chilean accent. What? Right, so if you speak Spanish in a Chilean accent, people won't understand you. But if you speak Portuguese, Spanish people will more likely to understand you. Is that what you're getting at?
Oh, right, I see. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, that was always the funny thing. I think we spoke about this before. Like when you learn a language, you also have to learn an accent.
Yeah.
For people to understand you. And it always feels a little bit racist. It always feels a little bit racist to me. Like, I know it's not.
What, trying to put on the accent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, otherwise, people will either.
Like, you've said the right word, but you've not said it correctly.
Yeah. I mean, so there are people who will recognize, like in France, there will be people who immediately hear French words, but with such an English accent, they'll be like, "You're English, aren't you?" Mm-hmm. But I suppose when you get like further away from your home country, it's going to be much harder for people to even pick up that fact.
Yeah. Also, David! How you doing, buddy?
David!
Chilean Spanish is Sonic speed? Fair. I get like that when speaking Japanese. Well, yeah, because you can sit there and go, Watashi wa kono desu? And people be like, yeah, okay, I know what you said. But you've got to actually put the accent in there for people to for it to flow correctly. Watashi wa
rusu desu.
Yes. Well, you can use the L's. You're allowed to use the L's, Lewis. Okay. They will. The thing is, for foreign speakers, you're allowed to use the L's. They will just know that you're a foreign speaker.
I wasn't going for an R. I was trying to go for a closer approximation between the two.
Yeah, no, that was the one thing my Japanese teacher told me. She was like, look, most Japanese people can't say their L's. And the reason is because because it doesn't exist in their language.
It doesn't crop up.
Yeah, that sound just doesn't make sense to them. It's the same as, most English people can't make the double L sound of Welsh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just because it's not in our language, therefore we're not accustomed to making that sound. It's the same difference. Yeah. But if you're in Japan and you use L's, they'll just be like, oh yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I just couldn't repeat it.
Yeah.
And that L and that R sound are, the tongue goes to the same part of the mouth.
Yeah. I try to do the thing that you do when you roll your R.
See,
yeah, that's what I try to go for.
When I roll my R's, interestingly enough, when I say my R's, my tongue comes right up to the front of my teeth. When I roll my R's, it goes much further back. It's almost, that one spot in your mouth where you can tickle yourself.
Oh yeah.
That's where my tongue goes when I roll my R's. As opposed to if I were to just say r. It comes a lot farther forward. You guys are super interested in this, obviously. You care. To us French people, you English people can't say an R and a U correctly. An R and a U correctly. R and ow. I mean, I cannot do French. It's the one language I've never learned. And I'll be honest with you, every time I look at it, I'm like, those aren't words. Why is there apostrophes in the middle of everything? Not the rolled R, the normal R. Like red. Red. Welcome in, Emma. Good to see you. How are you doing today? Parlez-vous français? Yeah, but I was gonna say, how do you say your R's then? But this is where it doesn't work because you can't communicate back.
Yeah.
Like you could try and type it to me, but it wouldn't go down too well. I mean, you know a little bit of French, right, Lewis? What was the languages you did at school?
Yeah, so in school, I did French in years 7, 8, 9. Mm-hmm. But in year 9, that was split into French and Spanish.
Right, okay. That seems odd that they'd split it then.
Well, we were the express class. We were top set.
Okay.
So I don't know if we got it as an extra lesson, but either way, we had French as well as Spanish.
See, I really wish I just stuck with German. Really wish I just stuck with German.
Yeah, fair.
I blame my German teacher in year 8 for it.
Oh, that's the point. I did do a couple of years of Japanese in college as well.
Yeah, I did a couple of years of Japanese. I did 3 years of Japanese. I did a year of a business language, and then I did 2 years GCSE, or 1 year GCSE, I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a couple of years of Japanese. I did enough to go to Japan and kind of know where I was at and what was happening. But it's one of those things. You think you kind of roughly know a language, and then you go to that country, and you're like, I didn't. I know nothing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Call me Jon Snow because I know nothing. Welcome in, Paul. Good to see you. How are you doing today?
Whereas I suppose I did the opposite with Welsh.
Yeah, you picked it up by being there.
Yeah, like I knew absolutely nothing about it at the time.
But you actually lived there.
Yeah, and once I got there, I was like, right, okay, I'm going to try to learn this while I'm here.
God bless you.
Primarily through osmosis. I didn't do any formal lessons.
No.
But a lot of Welsh-speaking people helped me, which was really nice of them, you know?
As a German speaker, seeing English speakers try to understand the ch sound in German kills me. Wait, which ch sound?
What, like the in Welsh?
Oh, right. No. Yeah. Like, ich liebe, it's.
Oh. Like.
It's more breathy.
Okay.
Ich liebe dich.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's guttural. Oh, maybe I'm wrong then. I only lived there for 7 years. I don't know nothing.
Yeah. I'd say Welsh is quite a guttural language.
Welsh is very guttural. Many Indian languages have a very large distinction between the sound p and the p and p. I guess that's what you're getting at there.
Okay.
Soft P and plosive P is how I'd read that.
Okay, yeah.
Where did you live? Paderborn, Munster, Rinteln area. West Germany, I believe they are. I'm an army brat. You pronounced it right if you are from the south, like my family. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Fair enough. Yes! I didn't get it wrong. My life is not a lie. Lewis, do you remember any Welsh now? Oh, yeah, here you go, because Immy's fluent, so... Go on, son.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh, put me on the spot. Noswaith da, croeso I Captain Fidget, dwi Lewis, ac Cymru am byth.
Nice. Thank you very much for joining us today, Emily. It was wonderful playing with you. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you for joining us.
Add that link one more time, because, guys, if you haven't checked out Alex Emily, it's well worth doing so. You will not be disappointed. She's a wonderful personality.
Da iawn. Well, yeah.
See, that's yeah. See, I was that guy who worked in a restaurant in Wales, and anytime somebody spoke Welsh, I was like, all right, I'll go get you a different server then, shall I? Because I know full well, you and I both know you speak English. But you want to speak Welsh and we're in Wales, then that's fine. And I throw my hands up. You want to speak your own language in this country? You do you, boo. I just need to go get somebody else for you. Plus, I love the Welsh people, but they are very anti-English. They are very anti-English.
Not all of them.
No. All right.
But I totally get where you're coming from.
Well, all right. If you're in a Welsh-speaking part of the country, they want you to speak Welsh.
Oh, yeah.
And even if you do speak Welsh and are English, they'll remind you of it.
No, yeah. Like I said, I do agree.
That wasn't a statement being like, oh, Welsh people are racist. That wasn't what I was saying. Not at all.
There was a Welsh-speaking pub that if you weren't Welsh, you do not go into, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, and fair enough. Like, that's where they go to chat Welsh around each other.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
And they don't want that environment spoiled.
Interestingly enough, I had a mate who, for his comp sci project, for his computer science project, he created an app that took you on a pub crawl around Aberystwyth. Like, it took your starting position and plotted the best route for you.
Brilliant.
And he had to make an exception in there that was like, well, are you a Welsh speaker or are you not a Welsh speaker? And depending on which one you picked, he removed that pub.
Yeah, fair.
I was like, that's considerate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I wonder if he had to include that because something bad happened.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think anybody actually used it. It was just a proof of concept.
Yeah, that's good then.
It was actually just his forethought. I think part of the grade was like, you know, you get bug tests and you get user feedback that you advance it to do that and show that you can change your code halfway through to do something else, and that's what he did.
Okay.
To be fair, hating English people? I mean, yeah, most of the UK.
Yeah, well, most of the UK and a lot of Europe.
And a lot of Europe.
Hate the English. So, we get it.
I mean, our ancestors got around. Apologies. Well, I say our ancestors. Not mine.
Not all. And not all of mine.
No. Yeah. Yeah, we get it. We know. We hate us
guys.
too. Don't worry.
We're sorry for all the terrible things.
It's why we don't support like English pride here. The pride in Britain. It's like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll give that one a miss. I think saying like I'm proud to be British almost sounds a lot like I'm proud to be white, and it feels uncomfortable. I know being British and being white are not the same, but that's just when you say it, it's how it feels to me.
Honestly, I think British is slightly better than replacing it with English.
Yeah,
and that goes in a lot of situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like hanging an English flag can be seen very much as, you know, sort of similar connotations to like the Confederate flag in the States.
Which it really shouldn't, like, because you know, people hang English flags mostly around like World Cup seasons and stuff like that, and then it's like supporting England, come on England, bring it home, and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, oh, but they, and it is the minority who ruin it for everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
But they do ruin it.
It can also be used as a sort of identifier that you're going into a particularly rough neighborhood. The more and more English flags
the more English flags there are. Yeah, it's an unfortunate truth.
Yeah.
Like, I have no ill will to anybody who has pride in their country. I just don't want to be associated with the connotations that come with it.
I suppose it doesn't help when you get that symbolism used in extremist movements.
Yes. A lot of the time, yes.
Sort of like EDL and that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's sort of worsens some of the negative connotations.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, we try and stay anti-political on this channel, or...
Yes.
To the best of our abilities.
So how about we move on?
Yeah. The American flag scares me? The American flag scares you. Okay, interesting statement. Like, I will again, I don't even think it's a political statement to be like, the way you guys worship the flag is a little bit culty. And I say you guys, I mean Americans.
Yeah, there is I think worship is definitely not an extreme word.
No, I pledge allegiance to the flag. Excuse me?
Yeah.
What? It's a bit of cloth. Give it a rest. But again, younger nation.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I will always say about America is it's a much younger nation. It has a lot less... Well, it still has a lot of history to be... maybe ashamed? Yeah, ashamed of. It has a lot of history to be ashamed of, but not as much as a much older country like ourselves.
Yeah.
I refused to say the pledge after I got old enough to understand it. Yeah.
There we go, and that's a fair choice. I think that's entirely your choice to make.
It should be, yes.
Yeah. Haha.
Didn't do you much. Got sent to the principal's office. Oh, yeah.
I did that on purpose, Fidge.
And the thing is, got sent to the principal's office. I understand that it became we obviously don't say like a Pledge of Allegiance over here, but when schools stopped being religious focused or religiously run, there was a whole thing about, you know, we still said prayers at the end of assemblies and stuff like that. It was like, oh, now bow your head in prayer. And I remember getting old enough and going, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't necessarily agree with what's happening here, or not necessarily that I don't agree. I just don't want to partake, and that should be my choice as religious freedom. I choose not to participate. And I remember being a big issue of like, no, you bow your head, you take part. And it's like, I don't want to. You shouldn't make me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, it's to do with respect. I'm like, well, that's one thing, but I'm sitting here in silent. I'm not shouting over the top of it, so I'm showing respect. I just choose not to take part, and that's my choice, surely.
I remember an almost identical situation in my childhood experience as well. I think I ended up just getting to the point of I would look down during that segment and just leave it at that. I'd be like, enough to appease them, but otherwise I'm just thinking my own thoughts, you know, singing songs in my head or whatever, do my own thing.
Yeah.
So cool. Or chill.
Yeah, it wasn't trying to like, because I have no issue with other people's faiths. I just don't need to partake, if that makes sense.
Exactly. You're never going to make a big deal out of it.
It's not a big enough deal to me to make a big deal out of it.
There we go.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, I respect other people and their choice to partake. I'm not going to ruin that for them. But I just don't want to be forced into it. Yeah. Stop saying the pledge in 5th grade when I started skipping class. Jeff!
You don't skip school.
Yeah, that's how you end up idiots.
Yeah. Me, I'm big brain.
South Sudan history. I don't even know what you're getting at there, and I'm not sure I want to. Because the country's so young? Is that what you're saying? Anyway, moving on. I mean, our history sucked. It really, to me, for so many years, we just did World War II in history, and we did...
You talking about history class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, history class, we did World War II, and in English, we did World War I. That was it. That was the only history we ever got.
Yikes.
You eventually, if you did, like... they did a subject called Classics at GCSE and A-level, which you didn't... Yeah, that was when you were doing, like, the ancient Greeks and stuff, because you were studying Homer.
To be a politician.
Yeah, you were studying Homer and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. See, so I remember in primary school, there was I'm pretty sure we did the Odyssey in year 6.
Oh, really? Fair.
Yeah. And I mean, in high school history, yeah, we did World War II a lot. I think we ended up doing Romans. I'm pretty sure we did Romans in primary school. Obviously, nowhere near as at an advanced level. I remember doing World War II in primary school as well. But that's kind of it for British history.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that they covered certain things like the ancient Egyptians and ancient Greeks and ancient Romans, XYZ.
We did more in primary school than we did in secondary school.
Yeah.
Second wave. It's coming in the middle of July. So I don't think it's tomorrow. I haven't heard any news that it's coming tomorrow.
I mean, if they are, that'll be plenty to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, but a bunch of people said that last week because we were getting they were doing maintenance and everyone was like, "Oh, it's coming! It's coming!" And I was like, "No," because they'd have announced it. They'd have told us it was coming.
Yeah.
No, I've not heard anything, so I'm... Sources, please. I had Texas history in 3 times, US history twice, with Texas history as a 6-week section in both, and world history in 1 year between middle school and high school.
Wow.
Again, I would be interested what Texas history is, but I'm not sure I want to dive into that discussion.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be interested to know on a personal level. I just don't know if it's appropriate. What's up, Player Zero? Let's get exclamation mark Zero in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, Zero. Always a pleasure.
Texas doesn't even have enough history for that. It was all repeats. Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you, it's dumb.
Oh, gosh, yeah, of course. I tell a lie. Pretty sure we did the Tudors in primary school as
Yes, yes, we did the Tudors.
Obviously, big focus was Henry VIII.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little bit of Tudor and Stuart history, I want to say.
Do you still remember the rhyme?
Divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived.
Cool. I never remember it.
That was... Oh, the fates of Henry's 6 wives in order. I couldn't tell you all of their names off the top of my head, I don't think.
I know there was an Anne, and I know there was a Catherine.
Anne of Cleves, Catherine Aragon,
Yeah, I know there was an Anne, and I know there was a Catherine. That's kind of it. I remember when we were in primary school, we did like a day trip. And we went to this manor house with like a maze out back. And they did this whole thing where you go through this maze entrance. And they're like, once we step through here, we go back in time to the Tudors. I'm like, all right, sick. And we all had to dress up in like Tudor kit for the day and stuff like that. And I remember walking through and going through this maze. And they're like, and we are now in the Tudor times. Look around and see the amazing world of the Tudors. And I looked up and saw an airplane going overhead. I was like, wow. I didn't know they had those.
So I got DC'd. Did anybody else?
I mean, I didn't. You'll be back. Soon you'll see.
No, you're not. You just started a new race. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, the king is the best character in that entire play.
La da 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 da. Oh, I got DC'd again.
Da, 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 da. Oh, so did I. Oh dear.
That's a yike.
That's a yikes indeed. I thought my entire game just crashed.
Oh, one or more other consoles are not responding.
Yeah, maybe my game did crash. Or maybe your game crashed? I don't know. The room is open again.
Oh. Thank you.
So did I. All right. Since I've won 3 consecutive sleep blocks, am I a sleep block king now? No, sir. You got to do way more than that. You got to do way more than that.
That's a pathetic KD ratio.
Wow, rude. I'm trying to think what my win-loss ratio is when it comes to sleep locks. I've only lost one. Oh, well, sorry. When I say lost, when it comes to sleep locks, it's a DNF, really.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can. Well, yeah, you can lose. It depends. I think my first one in Crystal, if you play it how a lot of people play it, where it's like as soon as you black out once, you lose, then I lost that one. But I've always played it where if you've got Pokemon in the box and you're willing to sit there and grind them up, then you can continue playing. Which, again, for a sleep lock, I think is part of the challenge anyway.
Yeah.
You know, being able to grind up enough is part of the challenge. So...
I mean, standard Nuzlocke is you can use the ones in the boxes, right?
I don't know. Again, it depends. It depends who you are, because, again, they're all custom rules. But a lot of people play it
I play it that way.
Yeah, a lot of people play it that if you black out, you lose. I just think that's a little bit dumb, because you've caught all these Pokemon. Surely all of them should be usable to you.
Yeah, exactly. They're all viable to play with, surely.
If you wipe and your team's gone, cool, you gotta go build a new team. Rip. Yeah. I treat it as a normal Nuzlocke. Then yeah, I've got one DNF. And that was the charity lock that I just DNF'd. Because I got reset really... I think I got reset like 13 hours in or something stupid.
Yeah.
And at that point I was like, ow, everything hurts. Everything hurts, and I haven't got the motivation of being like, well, we're not far off finishing now. Because we were very far off. So what's a sleep lock? So a sleep lock, when it comes to Pokemon, is a Nuzlocke. Which means that if your Pokemon faint, they're considered dead and you can't use them anymore. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on every route, and you have to nickname all your Pokemon. And a sleep lock is effectively that, but you start the game, and you're not allowed to stop until you finish the game.
Or, effectively, you're not allowed to go to bed until you've finished.
Yeah.
Hence, sleep lock.
Yes.
You do not go to sleep.
It's actually the stream I first came in. Oh, what, the charity one? Aw, happy to hear it. I have 0 losses for my sleep locks. I also have 0 wins. Nice.
Oh no. I got linked.
Yeah, just the one. Oh, are we lagging? We might be lagging.
I don't think so. Stream seems fine on my end, or are you talking about in-game lag?
No. Stream might be lagging. OBS is having a little bit of a fit.
Okay. It's... Oh, yeah. No, okay. It's lagging now. Yeah.
Come on, sort your life out. Come on, OBS.
Oh. Back up.
Yeah, it's still having issues. I apologize. Hopefully it will settle itself shortly.
We can hope.
If this continues past this race, we might just raid out. Which I think it actually might do. Looking at it. Yeah, no, it's definitely on my end. Come on. I don't know why this connection's unstable all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even going through the VPN or anything today, so...
No. I think...
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll raid out quick. Because we're going to have issues, and I apologize for that. But this is not... It's not the quality we like around here. Oh, Tommy, stop streaming. I wanted to raid him.
Oh.
Here you go. We have not raided Risky in forever, and she is also playing Mario Kart. So we're going to head over there with the hashtag FidgetFamRaid. I apologize to those of you who are in here. We'll finish off these sets of races ourselves.
Yeah.
God. Can I type, please? Let's head over there. Send some love that way. My apologies for the stream being stupid towards the end there. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're joining me again on the next one. But until then, we'll catch you later. Oh, God. I've just realized I need to go to the end card, and I'm going to ruin the race.
Nope.